This is exclusive news about Arsenal, and it is like this. Declan Rice is expected to be available for the visit to Nottingham Forest next week following his injury scare. Wow, very interesting, good news about Arsenal to know about Declan Rice, our midfielder or our defensive also midfielder. Now Declan Rice is expected to be available for the visit to Nottingham Forest next week. Week coming next week, Declan Rice, he will be available. He will be available because after when we were playing with the Crystal Palace at our base, at our Emirates Stadium, where Declan was taken out because of scaring of the injury of his because he was having measles tightness. So that's why make him or made him our Mikel Arteta, our coach, to take him out of the game and then put someone there against him because of that scaring of that injury, because we don't want him to play continuously because not to make that injury to be so big. But now he will expect it to be available when we're playing with the Nottingham Forest this next week, the way it is. So this is a very good news about Arsenal, because Declan Rice will be available to that match between Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, because we will be away playing with the Nottingham Forest to their stadium the way it is. So Declan Rice will be available. So he is expected to be available on that match between Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal. So he will be there, Declan Rice. This is a very good news about Declan, because Declan Rice, he has saved us a lot of games. He's a very good man. He knows what he is doing. When he comes to midfielders, Declan is a very good man. He plays so nice game. He's the man of the match. Very good man when he is available. So also me, I'm very happy because he will be available when I play with Nottingham Forest, because Declan Rice is adding a lot of effort to our club. Big effort to our club. He's a very good man. So he'll be available. He will be available to that when I visit Nottingham Forest next week to their best the way it is, because Declan Rice was he was suffering when playing with Crystal Palace. He was suffering with the measles tightness. That's why he was taken out of the game when the game was continuing, so that someone can enter before against him the way it is. So, but he'll be available when playing with Nottingham Forest next week. This end of this week, because we're playing with the Nottingham Forest the way it is. So this is a very good news about Declan Rice. He will be available. He will be available match between Nottingham Forest with Arsenal when we are at away game. That will be away. We will be away at Nottingham Forest Stadium the way it is. So that's the good news about Declan Rice, to know if he will be available. So he will be available. So he's expected to be available. So he'll be there, because that injury is not so serious. It's not so serious, because it does not damage him the way it is. So that's why he'll be available when I play with Nottingham Forest. So it's a very good news, big news about Arsenal, to know about Declan Rice, our midfielder. He will be available when I'm playing with Nottingham Forest this next week the way it is.